Hello, my name is Alejandro Cruz and I'm going to present to you my evidence number 3 for contemporary world. First, we're going to summarize some of the important events that happened since the downfall of the communist bloc. First, we have the Gulf War from 1990 to 1991. After Iraqi tried to invade Kuwait, the US Army and its allies helped expel Iraqi troops away from Kuwait's territory. Then we have the USSR dissolution that happened on December 26 of 1991. After a big economic decline, several protests over all the USSR territory and other communist nations, the USSR signed a treaty in which it dissolved, and formally on December 26th, the USSR was dissolved. Then we have the World Wide Web creation and the release to the public on April 13 of 1993. The World Wide Web is a document distribution system that is for free, and since it's released, we can create our own material and share it with other visitors. Then we have the 9/11 terrorist attacks that happened on September 11 of 2001. In this event, Al Qaeda troops groups coordinated 4 attacks on the US terrain. One plane was intended to each of the World Trade Center towers. One plane crashed on the Pentagon, and a fourth plane was intended to go towards Washington, D.C., but it never reached. Then we have the 2008 economic crisis. On 2008, a worldwide economic crisis exploded due to the real estate bubble market. This created a lot of recession around the world. Then we have the creation of Facebook on February of 2004. This is a social media service original for Harvard students, but nowadays it's for free for everyone. And this is a social media that was not the first, but it's so popular that it reinvented the way we communicate and we share our stories to the world. Now we're going to see some important terms. First, we have the globalization. This is the process of interculturalization and economic growth and dependence between uh, uh, countries and cultures all over the world. Then we have the concept of terrorism, which is the systematic use of violence to create fear over one population in order to achieve a political, ideological, or religious goal. Then we have the unipolar world term. This is an scenario in which one superpower dominates alone and its ideology is mostly influences all the countries around the world. Then we have the digital era. This is a period of humanity in which we have a technological growth and our lives are heavily influenced by these new technologies. Almost all of our life is controlled through these devices. Why did globalization emerge? Well, globalization emerged largely thanks to the new communication technologies, the growth of global media and better transport, and the global trade. In most cases, what caused the terrorist attacks of the 20th century? Often the terrorist attacks are caused due to some group's interest and due to the intolerance over someone else's ideas. It tries to create fear of the other people in order to have a goal. How does the end of the Cold War relate with the unipolar world? Well, before the Cold War ended, the world was divided between the ideology of the USSR and the ideology of the United States. When it ended, the world moved to the ideology just from the United States and tried to follow its path. How the digital era influenced today's society? Well, all we do nowadays is heavily dependent on the new technologies, and it has made us a multicultural society, but also a dependent society. We're no longer trapped in a scenario in which we were born. Now we can learn from other cultures, from other perspectives, from other places, and we can have a better growth in the personal scenario. Now we can connect with people from all around the world. And here are my references. Thank you for watching this.